Hello everyone, welcome back to this channel. In today's video, we are going to discuss how to filter data by the current user in Power Apps with 4 different ways. And before we jump into the implementation, let's first understand why filtering data based on the current user is so important in Power Apps. So, in most of the business applications, multiple users work with the same SharePoint list at the data source, right? So, however, not everyone should see every record. For example, an employee should see only their own leave request, and a manager should only see the task assigned to them. Or a sales representative should only access their own customers' right. So, displaying all records can create security concerns and clutter the user interface, and also it make it difficult for the users to find the information they actually need. So that's why filtering data based on a currently logged in user is a common requirement in Power Apps. So in this video we will see that 4 different ways for filtering this. Here we are providing the training courses, and like you can see that SPFX, SharePoint, Power Apps, Power Automate, Power BI, Power Pages, Copilot Studio, PowerShell training courses, and also you can get real world solutions, downloadable solutions like 25 plus are there with the source code. And all these training courses are recorded by the Microsoft MVP Vijay Kumar. So, and he is also having 18 plus years of experience. Now let's get into our actual video. So for explaining one example like filtering data based on current user, I have taken one SharePoint list. This is employee asset request, and this list is having the columns like title and employee email, and employee, which is a person column, and the request status like submitted, open, approved or rejected, like this. Then asset category. Okay, now let's get into the Power Apps application. Here I have just added one screen and I am showing all the information. So first in the data section, I connected that employee asset request, and then in this screen I have added one gallery control. In this gallery control items property, I just provide employee asset request. So now it is displaying all the asset request details. So normally if I am the user requested for the asset and I came to see my records, but I can able to see other employees records also, right, who submitted these things. So this can lead to the security problems. Okay, now we will see how to filter out these records based on the logged in user. So first of all, how we can get the logged in user email is, there is an user object. Let's first open this gallery, and in its items property, so employee email field we have to take, then equal to user object. So from this user object we can retrieve the employee email. So now you can see when I click on this one, it is showing Harita at the rate TSInfo Technologies data on Microsoft.com. So this is my email. You can even check out here. So this is returning the logged in user email, and I am comparing with the employee email field, and this filter function only return the records that belongs to my account. So here also you can see, and also now if you see, this gallery is displaying only the records that are belongs to me, and remaining information also I am displaying here. So this is first way. For example, in the SharePoint list, if you are storing the employee email in the text field, this way you can filter out. And if you observe here, we have an employee field which is a person. In case you don't have this text field and only have this person field, so that time how we can filter out is same way in this filter function. Then instead of employee email, just remove this one and we will provide that employee person field. So, and since it is a person field, from this one we need to retrieve the email. So I have retrieved the employee dot email. Now I am comparing with the user dot email. So this is also returning the logged in users one. Now you can also retrieve based on the logged in username, not only the email. So that time what you can do is remove this dot email, just click on dot, you can see the display name, right? Just click on this, and here instead of user dot email, just click on this and choose the full name. So based on the logged in user's name also you can retrieve. See, it just took 1 second and then it is showing the information. And these are the direct ways of comparing. For example, now I have only one screen. What if you are working on a employee leave request or travel request, so that time you have to show the logged in users record, right? So there might be a cases like a 4 to 5 screens, and that you are showing the logged in users. So instead of rewriting everywhere this user dot full name, user dot email, we can do one thing in the app. Start property is there, right? And here like this we can create one global variable, and for that we can pass the value as a user dot email. Now this variable is containing the logged in user, right? So you just simply copy this global variable, and in place of email, let me change this to email. Here also remove this entire user dot full name, just provide where current user email. Now since it is containing the logged in user's email, it is comparing and it is retrieving. So in every places you no need to write that user dot email, your user dot email in multiple times. This is the third way of doing. Till now we have seen how to filter out the gallery items based on logged in user when their email is stored in the text column, and also we have seen if it is stored in the person column, how we can retrieve and compare and display. So those two things. And third one is you can even store that email in a global variable and you can compare. Then fourth way is like as I said previously, when the application is containing multiple screens, that time you no need to, and also this filter function is same, means you no need to write everywhere filter these things. Instead in the app we have one more property which is the formulas, and you can create one user defined formula and that you can provide here. For example, here I have written current user request equal to filter this data source name employee email equal to user dot email. Now I can simply copy this formula name, and here I will remove this filter function completely. I will only provide that current user request. So this current user request itself containing all the records that belongs to the current user. So these are the four different ways to retrieve the logged in user data. Okay, based on the business requirements, you can follow the ways in these four. I even wrote a blog post on this one. I will provide in the description box below. You can check out. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you understand how to retrieve current users information in Power Apps.